Okay, so good afternoon. My name is Diana, and I'm a student at San Ignacio de Loyola University. I'm currently working on a university project, so I want you to know that this interview will be recorded and will be used for academic purposes only. So before I start with the questions, can you please tell me a little bit about yourself, like what's your name and your age and where are you from?
Yes, for sure. My name is Stacey. I'm from Miami, Florida. I'm 23 years old and I'm currently studying psychology.
Okay, Stacey, great. So to start with the questions, do you consider yourself as someone who enjoys traveling?
Yes, I do.
And so, what do you take into account to decide what your next tourist destination will be?
I usually go on the internet to, I don't know, look at reviews and stuff like that. I also ask my friends for opinions on where to go.
Okay, and do you usually travel alone or with friends or with your family?
I usually travel with family and with my boyfriend. I do travel as well.
And what activities do you like to do when you travel?
I like to go to this historic places. I also like the amusement parks and yeah, basically that. I also enjoy nightlife, so I also like to go to, I don't know, clubs and restaurants.
Okay, great. And talking about travel agencies, what characteristic do you think must a travel agency have for you to hire their service?
Okay, so first, there it must have reviews, a lot of reviews and a good rating on Google Maps. That's usually where I start looking for an agency. I also look at their social media accounts to see if they have a lot of followers. I don't know. I think that having a lot of followers gives me like security to, you know, work with that agency.
Mhm.
And what else? It must be cheap. I like to see prices, and I think uh, I don't know if I have a recommendation from a friend, I will tend to go with that one.
Okay, and have you hired a travel agency before? And have you had any problems with them?
Yes, I have. And the main problem was I think the prices were too high. I actually traveled to Peru, to Cusco, and yeah, I think because I'm not from there, they charged me like more.
Okay. Okay, so now talking about Peru, when you hear Peru, like what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Mm, Machu Picchu, the food, I don't know, llamas, ceviche.
And so have you traveled to Cusco?
Yes, I have. Last year, I traveled to Cusco.
And what do you like the most about your trip?
I loved the Sacred Valley in Machu Picchu. I also like the energy there. It has a unique energy. Also, the restaurants and the clubs were very fun, but mainly Machu Picchu. Yeah.
And have you traveled to Cusco with a travel agency? And and if you did, like approximately how much did you pay?
Mm. Well, I traveled to Peru and to Cusco. Well, I traveled to Peru with American Airlines, and then I traveled to Cusco with Sky Airlines. And once I was there, that's when I went to the main park, and I was looking for an agency to go to Machu Picchu, and
Mhm.
pretty much I found one. And I think it was expensive. Let me remember, for all of the amusement parks, for all the historical places, it was around 1,000 soles for me, and 1,000 soles for my boyfriend. So 2,000.
Okay, and did someone recommend that travel agency to you?
No, I found it just walking.
Okay, so and when you were in Cusco, what type of accommodation did you choose?
Oh, and an Airbnb.
And was there anything that you would improve in those services you hire? I mean, the travel agency and the accommodation. Was there something that you would have loved to be better?
Um, with the agency, I mean, I was pretty satisfied with it, but I I think that being more straightforward and direct with the prices, because I think they like said a lot of things, and at the end, I don't know. Yeah, maybe being more straightforward and direct. And on regards of the accommodation, I really loved to stay there. People were very nice and very kind to us. But yeah, I think that's about it.
Okay, so and to finish with this interview, I wanted to ask you if you have heard of experiential tourism services in Cusco.
I have not. What is that?
It's when usually tourists go to a local resident house and that person, that local, usually cooks for them or invite them to stay one night over at their houses. Pretty much it.
Oh, oh no, I haven't heard of that, but I would do it. It sounds fun.
Okay, so I think that will be all for this interview. Thank you so much for your help. I hope you have a nice day.
Thank you, Diana. Bye bye.
Thank you.